Hey everyone, it's good to see you again, and I'm glad you're here. These are the plans that were given to me by my customer. Today we're going to make them a shiplap wall and two benches. So let's get started. I cut 19 of these shiplap planks just shy of 70 inches to make sure we had a proper squeeze. Then I cut three 1x4s to 89 and a quarter inches to support the shiplap wall. I laid a couple planks on the floor, added some spacers in between to make sure that they were even, and rolled a little glue on the side before nailing them in. There were some pretty big gouges on a majority of these planks. I've received them from the store like that, and I'm not sure why they were there, but I did make sure that they were facing inward and not outward so I wouldn't have to do a lot of cleanup work later. And let's nail the final piece in for the wall. Alright, so I just stood it up. Everything looks good spacing wise. We have a little issue here with the brad nails. My gun can only handle down to 1 1/4 inch, and I tried to go at an angle to prevent this from popping through the other side, but as you can see it still decided to, which kind of sucks, but I'll go ahead and take a file and rub that down a little bit, fill it with some putty, and clean it up with some paint. You'll never see it. Now I'm going to prepare the frames for the benches. I cut these down to 68.5 each. The legs are cut to 17 3/4 to allow for the 3/4 inch top, which will equal to 18 inches total. Now we'll go ahead and glue and screw everything together, make sure the legs are level, and form the benches. A clamp definitely works well to hold things in place, especially if you don't have another hand free. I started with the pull saw, and then I realized, well, I have an electric jigsaw, so why don't I use that and just make my life a lot easier? These 2x4s that I cut to size and fit in between are going to be the parts that the shiplap wall attaches to. I threw an edge up to keep the shiplap planks evened up, because this will be going right up against the refrigerator. I threw some spacers between these planks to make sure everything was even and level. I had originally made this edge to fit the baseboard that my customer had installed on her wall, but then I decided to remove it and make it flat because I did not want the bench to be completely customized to only that baseboard in case they decided to move it. This hole is for an outlet on the wall for the refrigerator. I'm priming everything before I give it a finished coat of pure white. And this is the slot for the mini refrigerator. I will admit that the edge was not super clean
on this part, but that's okay because it'll be hidden by the trim and the refrigerator will be inside of this anyways. I'm fitting the top of the benches to see how things will fit and get an idea of how I'm going to go about this. And I should mention that these were pre-joined pieces and it saved a lot of time. Screwing the tops in before staining really helped me so that I wouldn't have to worry about one side drying before flipping them over. That's correct, everyone's favorite part. Getting close to the end here. Everything's sanded down, now I'm priming, and I'm finished coating, and it'll be ready to go to my customer. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all again.